coach, one of the best in the business. I've worked with him, and they have, ever since they took this fight, they have worked tirelessly on takedown defense. Because if he can keep this fight on the feet, I believe this fight changes. I'm not saying he wins, but all of a sudden this becomes a way more competitive fight. We saw it last time against Nasrat, against Ally Quinter, and every time he fights, he's a confident striker. He's fast, he's powerful. He doesn't wind things up, he doesn't telegraph it. He picks his nose a little bit along the way, but don't worry about that. When he's firing shots, there ain't no snot on the end of him. There's a lot of power.
Yeah, absolutely, a lot of power. Those hands are low, like we talked about earlier, allowing that takedown defense to kind of be there even better.
Trademark.
There we go. We gotta let him have
Now it's a
it.
Bobby Green fight.
There you go. Now it's official. Bobby Green is in the octagon with his patented jump, and we're all excited to see him get in there and do his work. But that takedown defense is going to have to hold up. He's going to have to use his movement. He's going to have to punch a lot. But also keep in mind that if he overextends with those punches, that Islam is going to level change underneath. But if he can bait Islam into even striking with him for a little bit, that really gives Bobby Green an opportunity to succeed in this fight.
He said this week, I'm just trying to stay true to myself. If there's a more authentic professional athlete, I don't know of them. Bobby Green is ready for his main event spotlight at the UFC Apex against Islam Makhachev. It's one thing to be tabbed as the next great fighter and to have a champion, one of the best to ever do it, say how good you are. It's another thing to follow through and deliver on those promises. But Islam Makhachev has done that to the tune of a record of 21-1. Tonight he looks for his 10th straight victory. Many, including himself, believes if he gets the job done tonight, his next fight will be with a lightweight championship on the line as Justin Gaethje and Charles Oliveira get ready to fight for it in a couple of months. Islam Makhachev has been winning Paul for a long time, but over his last 3 fights, he's been finishing his opponents. None more impressive than when he got Dan Hooker out of there in his last outing inside the first round, and he wants to do that again.
Yeah, he wants to do that again. He wants to do that in the first round. He wants to get down to business and prove that he is the best lightweight, that he deserves to be fighting for that belt in the shadow of Khabib. He retired, and now it is his turn. That is the legacy. That is what they've been training for. That has been the plan all along for this team, to go out there after Khabib is gone and take over. And he is on the right path to do that. And if he can go out there and get yet another submission, TKO, knockout, whatever it takes, I believe he will be fighting for the belt next, 100%.
The goal for Islam tonight is not only to win the fight, but it's to do it in such a way that he makes a statement, that he puts the entire division on notice, that whoever is holding that belt, that they know that he is coming for them. He very confidently said, I said it earlier tonight, I believe I will finish Bobby in the first round. But that comes from confidence, not cockiness. I mean, the man's on a 9-fight win streak. Look at the corner he has behind him. All-star, training with Khabib, with his father from pretty much the day he was born, you know. I mean, these guys have been working non-stop, tirelessly. The proof is in the pudding, the results are there, and he expects to do the exact same thing to Bobby Green tonight. However, if he cannot get the takedown, this fight changes.
And if you know Khabib Nurmagomedov, it's a story that's well known. The legacy his father left is so important to him. Part of that legacy is making Islam Makhachev the champion one day, and not just Khabib. Perhaps the next step comes right here, right now. Here's your tail of the tape for our main event. Makhachev 5 years younger than the veteran Bobby Green, who is 35. Both fighters 5 feet 10 inches tall. This bout is a catchweight at 160 pounds. The reach, half an inch, lies with the American Bobby Green. Inside the octagon for the introductions, here's Bruce Buck.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Stephen J. Klublik, Executive Director Jeff Mullen. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Mike Bell, Sal Amato, and Junichiro Kamijo. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Herb Dean. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds at a UFC catch weight of 160 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 29 wins, 12 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 158 pounds. Fighting out of Fontana, California, Bobby King Green. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a combat sambo fighter, holding a professional record, 21 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 160 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachev, Russia, presenting the Combat Sambo World and European Champion and the number 4 ranked lightweight contender in the world, Islam Makhachev.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're going to keep it clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
No touch. The confidence of Bobby Green does not look like somebody who's one of the bigger underdogs in a UFC main event, around plus 500. Meanwhile, Islam Makhachev, perhaps more confident in his own ability to get a UFC belt than anybody else, and that's saying something. This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
Islam coming out with a big head kick.
I was going to say, there's the difference. Islam isn't just a wrestler. He's a well-rounded fighter for sure. You know, Bobby Green was talking this week. He takes a lot of confidence from the fact that he was able to beat Jacob Volkman. Of course, that was his UFC debut way back in 2013. But he said Volkman was one of the best wrestlers that I ever fought, and I took care of him. If I could take care of him, I could take care of Islam. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but still, I like the confidence.
Yes, sir. A lot of fan support out there on the side of Bobby Green for the body of work. And now his 43rd fight that comes 2 weeks after he opened the pay-per-view against Nasrat Haqparast in Houston a couple of weeks ago. And we've said a lot about what's next for Islam Makhachev if he were to get a victory. For Bobby Green, all of a sudden, he's in the top 5, you would think, after pulling off a victory, or certainly top 10 and right in the mix.
See, the thing is, Bobby's last fight against Nasrat, he could let the hands go in these kind of positions, because there was not really a threat of the takedown. Right now, he's got to be very strategic as to when he lets the hands go, because not only will Islam shoot, it is the speed of the shot. Look at how he took down Dan Hooker. Here we go.
Makhachev now attacking.
Hey, control the wrist. Leg up if you need to. Repummel, control the wrist. Good. Control the wrist. Okay.
Looking for a trip.
We'll try for the foot sweep.
Green passing the test to keep the feet early.
So far, but Islam will be relentless.
I mean, he is relentless.
Locked, hands are locked.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, Green went guillotine, which means he's going down. See how he tries to escape now. Makhachev suffocating on top.
He's very close to mounting him here. And this is a terrible position now for Bobby. I mean, Islam is smothering on top. He gives no space to breathe. Heavy downward pressure. Feels like a lead blanket on top of you. And now, of course, he's going to get a position and just rain down with blows to set up a submission.
Bobby Green trying to sneak out underneath here. He's got to be careful.